regarding Google AdWords is quality score, so we will go over that, and a few more items, which is basically in AdWords you want to use a focused approach, which is much better than using a broader approach. And then we will also go over a keyword match type. There are three types: broad, phrase, and exact. And then finally, if we do have time, we'll talk about some miscellaneous topics like reports, billing, and conversion. So there's quite a few things in here. I'm trying to keep a lot of these video segments less than 30 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. So before I actually show you how to add new keywords, let me switch to the internet, and I'm in my campaign right now. I'm going to go to the ads tab, and essentially the tab, the one of the active ads that's running, I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and I want to change. Right now it's going to this page, okay. And let me just open up a new tab here and paste that in here. As you know, our whole campaign is regarding SQL Server 2008 tutorial videos. This page is not bad. It does have quite a bit of information on the product, some high-level information in the beginning, and some free sample videos, and then essentially detailed information. But maybe you may have a page like that. And another idea with Google AdWords is to maybe try another page. So this page, in my opinion, member section for us may be another candidate. We have a little more information on here, and also I noticed that the page rank here is 2 as opposed to the other one, which is page rank 1. So maybe let me try to do that. I'm simply going to go ahead and copy this link here and then go back to the AdWords. Before I do this, I do want to show you one more thing. Within our keywords, I actually took quite a few of them out, and now I'm really down to maybe six or seven keywords. I do want to see the quality score here for the ad. Right now, well, not for the ad, in fact this is for the keywords, but ads are related to this. You'll notice that all of them are right around 3. So let me see if maybe changing the ad makes a difference or not. Okay, so we're back in the ads tab, and I'm going to once again just simply click on this, go down to the destination URL. Remember, this is essentially your title. You have 2 places for description. We covered this in part 1. Here is your display URL that will be shown to the ads, and then I am going to go ahead and change this to my new page, which is member. I'm going to go ahead and take the HTTP out. Okay, and I believe that's all I need to do. Okay, and so updates have been saved. And maybe a little later we can see if the ad in fact does start working. So we can definitely test that out, but I did want to show you how to do that. Okay, so today let's move back to the topic of how do you really go about adding new keywords. Okay, there's 2 methods. You can use what's called the opportunities tab, and you can also just do a simply cut and paste. So let me go over the first one, and we have not covered this, but within AdWords you actually have a tab called opportunities. Okay, so once you have a campaign set up, you set up your keywords and your ads start showing, Google will actually go through all of that information and essentially come up with some ideas for you. So now here under opportunities I have this tab called ideas, and it says keywords. I'm actually going to, you can go ahead and select this if you like, and it will open up a new window. And Google is thinking that, hey, some of these may be worth experimenting with. Now if you sort by potential cost, you know, some of these have a very high click, like $15 a click. So what I'm actually going to do is, and let me close this and show you how I did this. And I mean, you can simply, if you're okay with it, you can simply apply that. You can also even export to a CVS. I'm actually going to go ahead and just double click on this. I'm going to take out some of these keywords that are high CPC. I kind of want to stay right around under $3 a click. Okay, so I will remove these, the ones I selected. Okay, and then I think everything else looks good. Alright, so let me go ahead and select all of these, and these are going to our campaign or our ad group ss-tutorial-ad1. So that looks good. A lot of them seem to be low competition, which is fine. You know, you may get a few people here and there that are searching for that and see your ad, click on it and convert. So I think I am good to go. Let's see, unselected ideas will be discarded, which is good. I just selected applied now. Now if I go back to my campaigns and then go to my keywords, I should definitely be seeing a lot more in there. Okay, so definitely an idea you can experiment with. You will notice that for a lot of these keywords the campaign is paused right now, and the reason, actually, I apologize, let me go back to my filter. I only want to see SQL Server information and not some of my old stuff, so I think this is fine. We do have some bids that are not showing up because I actually went ahead and changed my maximum CPC to $2, so maybe I'm going to go ahead and change this back to $3. And the way you do that is you go to your ad groups, and then you are going to go ahead and change it in here. I believe you have to select this. Actually, just select edit, and then let me change this back to $3, and I will go ahead and save it. Go back to my keywords tab, refresh it, and this I believe should apply. In fact, it just every time I think I do something, it takes me back to my maybe I need to essentially make this my default, but anyway, so now you'll notice that most of our bids are showing. Some of the higher estimate bids, this one is costing $6, not showing up. We can leave that all, leave those alone, which is fine. Somehow it did not change all of these to 3. So let me go back to my ad groups one more time and change this, do an edit. It does say 3. Very not sure why it didn't work. It's enabled. Let me go ahead and save it. If I refresh here, there may be a slight delay between the time I implement this in the Adword and the ad groups and then for it to actually show up under the keyword. So this does say $3 for my default max CPC, which is fine, and I can live with that. And then possibly I may have to change this at the actual keyword level. See, it did default a lot of the other ones to 3, Okay, no worries. I mean, you could technically basically go in here and change these one by one. I don't want to spend that time on that, but you kind of get the idea. So, so we added all those keywords. Another thing I do want to show you is what if you wanted to do, a manual ad. You can click on add keyword. Okay, our campaign, the one we're running, is SQL Server Tutorials, and that's our ad group. And then what you could do is you could just start typing here if you wanted to. Another idea is that on the right side from the keyword tool, it's giving you some ideas, so you could technically click on this and select it that way. Research does show that you don't want to have too many keywords, okay, and the whole idea is that if you have too many keywords, you're not using really a focused approach. You're kind of going after the broad masses. Okay, so you may get people that may be looking for not exactly what you have something to sell, but something similar. Okay, and when they click, it's going to cost you money, but they are not going to convert. So it's better to use a much focused approach. Okay, instead of just adding a lot of keywords. So I'm actually going to switch to Notepad, copy some of these keywords that I have here, okay, and then paste them here. And some of this I'm just simply showing just for demonstration purposes. And you can also do a search on estimated traffic. We're not getting a lot of clicks, but let's just go ahead and save them anyway. So now if you start looking at your keywords, you're gonna see a lot of them in here. Okay, quite a few in fact. So that's really what I wanted to cover, is how to really add keywords. We're gonna keep going with our next topic, which is pretty important in fact, quality score for keywords. Okay, this is not only, like I mentioned, important for ranking, but also for the bidding price. The quality score does affect the ad rank, which is essentially the position of your Google ad compared to everybody else. So you do want to pay attention to this. The quality score is really determined by a formula, which is essentially ad rank, which is equal to the bid times the quality score. Okay, well, bid is just really the maximum amount of dollars you are willing to pay for an ad. In our case, that is $3. But then the quality score is something different, and it does have a few parameters that are involved, but the top three in my opinion are the CTR for the keyword. So that's the click-through ratio for the keyword. So if I switch back and look at all my clicks, you'll notice that this keyword, SQL 2008 training, has had 12 clicks out of 549 impressions, giving it a click-through rate of 2%, which is great. Okay, but then you'll notice a bunch of zeros in here, and after you start running your campaign, you may want to take some of these ones that are not necessary because they're not really getting you much action. That in turn is going to affect your click-through rate. Okay, so this is just not, this is basically, it takes into account all of your keywords in fact. Okay, the other important point is the really the keyword relevance to your ad text. Okay, so if you're showing an ad on let's say auto insurance, or let's say car insurance, and one of your keywords happens to be motorcycle insurance, well, that is not really related to each other. So maybe it makes sense to take that out. And then finally, the landing page, this is the target page, that also makes a difference in the big scheme of things. And since we change our landing page, tomorrow when we come in, we'll try to see if it in fact it did make a difference to that. Okay, and I did want to show you this great website, redflymarketing.com. They do have this article on quality score. In fact, I think I was looking at it earlier. So if you go to Google and you search for Adwords quality score, it's the second article in here. If you click on it, they have an older posting